Alright, we are doing a pedal board redesign. Gonna swap some stuff around. What's up, buddy? Here. What's up, guys? Yeah. Gonna swap some stuff around on the pedal board, and also gonna swap out the power supply for this Fender engine room. Not sure if that's... They look pretty cool, and the reason I'm swapping them out is on these guys, all of these units are the 500 milliamps. So I'm not really an expert. I just know that a lot of the, like these guys, these Universal Audios, the Eventides or Eventides or whatever, they all require more juice than the 100 watts. So this is cool because like the whole thing is a 500 9 volt 500 milliamp sockets. So I can run these guys, and I have the Golden Reverberator. So this is another one that needs the 500. And then lastly, I have the Strymon Riverside that's not on the board. This guy also takes 500. It'll run on 250, but I think it's probably better for 500. So this is another one that takes 500. It's currently not on the board. And obviously I've got tons of distortion. So just would like to add this to the list. So yeah, it's a lot of pedals. I don't know. I hear people talk about like signal chain fidelity, but whatever. I don't really think it's enough to matter for like signal chain. Most of these are true bypass. Obviously the bosses are buffered from what I understand. And I'm going to swap these guys around. So I'm going to take the Astra and put it here. I also don't have any switchers. I don't deal with switchers. I'm going to put the Astra here because I'm really just running this as a flanger and a trem. Those are the only two that I use. So I've got like a cool... actually, no. I'm running this as a phaser and a flanger. Phase 90 is in the memory, and then sometimes I'll... and then the flanger is set up so that when I just activate it. So I'm going to move the flanger before the chorus because just whatever, for me it sounds like it sounds cool going before that. And then I'm definitely keeping the Univibe before distortion because I've just found that for whatever reason the Univibe sounds cooler before distortion. And I'm going to live with the rest of the modulation coming after distortion. So I'm going to move the Bonsai, tube screamer after the Morning Glory, which is basically a clone, right? So I'll have Morning Glory, tube screamer, rat pedal. I think I'm going to put the Strymon. Here. I should have room once this moves. So the Strymon after the rat, because this is, it's all true bypass up until that point. And then I just got this Wazacraft. It's great. It's really cool. You can just get really classic. Just 80s sort of distortion out of that. So that's going to be the last of distortion with the buffer feeding into the rest of the chain, and then the Golden Reverberator will be sort of last. Alright, so I had to make a change of plans. Hey, buddy. So I had to mix this up a little bit. I'm not able to do the Astra before the chorus, even though that's kind of how I wanted to do it, because the signal is all mono until it goes into there, and I ended up having to put the last distortion pedal over here, so I think it's a little bit crazy. There's too much distortion going on, but I kind of use them all. So last distortion pedal is over here, and it's mono, and then coming out of the Wazacraft chorus, it's stereo the rest of the way. So we'll see how this sounds once I get it all set up. I wanted to run this before the chorus because the phaser sounds cool. I feel like it sounds better if it's running before it, but we'll see once I get it all set up. And then, so stereo, all sort of modulation, delays, reverb if I want it. I don't even use this necessarily all the time because my amps have reverb, but it's got some really, I can get some really ambient stuff out of that. And then all of it runs into the Boss Looper, which is killer. Alright. I don't know why I do this to myself. Alright, I've got the board all dialed in. I think I've got everything wired. The engine room is in here, but none of the brackets I had would work. So it's actually just wedged in between the rails of this board, and it's very secure. So it just sort of wedges itself in there, so I didn't actually need a bracket. I mean, I would like to have a bracket, but none of the brackets that I had work. So for right now, it's just actually stroke of good luck. It just sort of wedges in the pedal board perfectly, and it's nice and firm in there. It's like not going anywhere. And this is a pedal train board. So yeah, this is a pedal train. I think it's like fairly large. I forgot what size, but it's a pedal train board, and the Fender engine room just is wedged right in there nicely. I'll see if I can figure out some sort of bracket situation, but none of the brackets I had fit, so not sure what the deal is. Alright, so everything is wired. I haven't tested it yet, but next step is to plug it in and test. So all these guys are running on 500 milliamps, and then the Strymon is running also on 500 milliamps. Most of these JHSs, these guys are all at 100, and then because the engine room is all 500, the two Bosses are running on 500, so we'll see how those go. Alright, pedal board is working. It's all powered up. Just kind of dialing stuff in and getting some sounds. It's a lot, actually. It's a pretty big board. But yeah, just kind of getting it all set up. got my pedal board all dialed in. Got the Fender Engine room on there. Got the Golden Reverberator on there. Got in a quick little jam toward the end of the day. Pretty suspect jam. Lots of mistakes. I've been on vacation obviously for the holidays and haven't really played at all for whatever reason, just busy doing other stuff. Yeah, so that was kind of the first playing I'd done the whole break. So yeah, all in all, it was a fun project. I enjoyed kind of, distracting myself on New Year's Day, getting that all set up. And thanks for watching, and Happy New Year.